this video, we're going to be talking about area formulas for a lot of different kinds of polygons, including an irregular polygon. We're going to start with our triangle area formulas, and of course we have our basic base times height divided by 2, but we also have two other formulas. One of them is based on trigonometry, and that is 1/2 times the product of two sides and the sine of the included angle. The other formula we have for the area of a triangle is based on what we call the semi-perimeter, or half of the perimeter. And that formula is the square root of the product of the semi-perimeter and each difference of the semi-perimeter and one of the sides of the triangle. For our trig formula, we're going to need to make sure that we know what we're talking about when we say two sides and their included angle. So let's call this triangle ABC. Remember, triangles are named based on their vertices, which are labeled with uppercase print letters, and each side length that is directly across from one of the vertices is going to be labeled with the lowercase of that same letter. So we've got our sides A, B, and C, which are each across from their corresponding letter. So our formula is taking the product of side A and B and multiplying it by the sine of the included angle, which is the angle that is made up of those two sides. This next formula should be familiar to you from middle school, and it's the area of a parallelogram, which is base times height. Our next formula is the area of a kite or a rhombus, or even a square, because a square is a rhombus. And it's pretty simple. We're just going to take half of the product of the diagonals. For the area of a trapezoid, we're going to have half of the product of the height and the sum of the two bases. Now, it doesn't particularly matter which base you call base 1 and base 2 because addition is commutative, but it does matter that the bases are the parallel sides of the trapezoid. Next, we have area of a circle, which is, of course, pi times the radius squared. And we'll have our area of a sector, which we're going to have a proportion to find, with the ratio of the arc measure to the degree of the whole circle, or 360, being equal to the ratio of the sector area to the area of the whole circle. Next up, we have the area of a regular polygon, which is going to have a new dimension in it called the apothem. And the area of a regular polygon is 1/2 times the product of the perimeter of the regular polygon and the apothem. And the last formula we're going to talk about today is called Pick's theorem, and it is a way for us to calculate the area of an irregular polygon using position on a coordinate grid and the amount of dots that are on the perimeter of the shape and the interior of the shape. And that formula is going to be I plus half of B minus 1. There are several problems on today's assignment that will use Pick's rule, and I will do one of those with you guys as an example to help show you what we're going to be doing with that.